Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 48 of my Harvest Moon Back to Nature slow playthrough. So we're starting off on day 25 of spring, year 2. So for this episode we will be doing day 25, day 26 and day 27. So we're going to start off by playing ball with the dog. And next week is going to be the last episode of spring, year 2. So we're getting there. Of course, we are going to be playing all the way until the end of year 3. So, yes, as I've said many times, this is going to be a very long playthrough. So, we're checking the weather tomorrow as always, and it is going to be sunny. And with that, we are going to do a bit of a stats check. So we have 9,755 Gs, not too many there. Just looking at the crops here. And of course, we've got the chickens, the cows, the sheep, the harvest sprites. We have one little harvest sprite helping us, bless him. With that, let's head straight out. Apologies if you can hear any background noise as always. My bunny rabbit is currently playing with a new wooden ball toy that I bought her. So you might hear that being bashed about quite a bit, but she's loving it. So let's go in and obviously look after the sheep and the cow. We still haven't made too much progress here, so we still only have 2 sheep and 1 cow. Hopefully we will do something about that in the future, should we say. We do also have, of course, the cheese maker. The yarn maker will be the final tool, machine that we need to get. So I'm assuming that will be a summer goal. But yes, definitely a priority by the end of year 2 to have more. I don't know if we'll have a full barn, but to at least have a lot more in the barn. So with that, we do have a lot of watering to do today. But let's gather the honey and feed the fish as always. That poor little harvest sprite all on his own, bless him. So we are going to go through the first speed up, of course, while we are in the chicken coop. We've been doing these speed ups for a while now and they seem to be going down fairly well, so thank you for that. I dread to think how long these episodes and indeed this series would be without the speed ups. So they definitely do help. So let's go and gather the wild crops, of course. And there is Gots leaving the house to go and do our hothouse, of course. Let's give our egg to the harvest goddess here. And I'm not sure what we are going to do for today. We do need to do a lot of watering on our own, of course. But we have 5 days left of spring. So hopefully all of the crops grow in, but we're not going to know that until next episode. Personally, I don't think they will. I've said before, I think I definitely made some mistakes, so we shall see. But we don't really have a great deal to ship today, to be honest, because I don't think we have any crops to gather at all to harvest. So again, just under the stat check, we have 59 chicken feed, so we should probably get some more chicken feed for sure. And with that, let's see what we end up doing. It looks like we're going to go ahead and start watering, so that of course will be another speed up. And again, nothing. Oh no, I was going to say we have nothing. We actually do, look. We have a few cucumbers. So not too bad, actually. Unfortunately, they didn't all grow in at the same time. You can see Got's busy in the corner there doing the hothouse for us, our final upgrade. And now you can have the rest of the day off, love, because we've done all the watering. And we've also shipped those cucumbers. So with that, let's head out. It is a Thursday, so what are we going to do today? It looks like we are headed to the shop. And we don't have a great amount of money right now, obviously after buying the hot house. So let's see if I end up spending it all. It's likely, isn't it? So here we are in the shop, and what are we going to do? Well, there's no point buying any crops. We're going to go ahead and buy some fish food, I think. Not sure I would have done that, because I don't think we actually need fish food. But how many units are we going to buy? Nine? No, we're really going for it. Let's see. I don't think I would have done this in retrospect. But never mind. This is quite a lot of money. So we're going to get 59 units for 1,180 Gs. Again, I'm not sure I would have done that. And with that, we're leaving, so we're not buying any crops at all. We definitely need chicken feed more than fish feed. And we're heading into the inn. Interesting. So I'm guessing, yes, we're going to buy some pineapples ready for summer. Now, these are very expensive, so again, I don't know if I should have spent nearly £2,000 on fish food. So how many pineapple seeds are we going to end up getting? We've got 8,575 Gs. We're going to get 4, it looks like, for 4,000. So we now have 4,575 Gs. And we have 4 seeds. And again, apologies if you can hear my bunny rabbit bopping in the background. She's having a whale of a time though. She's currently got zoomies, so you can probably hear that, bless her. And with that, we have an event. Okay. So we're heading into Yodel Farm. And the puppies have been born. Look how cute. Look, John, the puppies. Oh. We decided to keep only 1 puppy because 2 would be too much trouble, and you already have Jack. So, would you look for somebody in the village who wants to have this puppy? I'll keep it until then. Absolutely. I wish we could keep it. You may also hear a lot of wind. So we are currently dealing with a storm. It's not so stormy here at the moment, but we are currently dealing with sort of the wind from a storm. So yes, it's very windy. And my voice just went. So you have 2 options here. You can give the puppy to either Harris, who is the policeman, or to Stu. And we decide to go ahead and give the puppy to Stu this time. Unfortunately, Stu isn't in. Only Ellen, so we do need to go and find Stu. Now, I feel quite bad because in all my playthroughs of this game, going back to when I was a child and my mother was playing this game, I'm not sure we ever gave the puppy to Harris. I think we always gave it to Stu. So poor Harris has never had the puppy. So maybe on a future playthrough of mine, obviously it won't be on this channel, I might go ahead and give the puppy to Harris and see what happens. I don't know if the puppy ends up having a different name regarding who you give it to. I'm not entirely sure. But with that, Stu should be in the church, so let's go and speak to him. There are puppies at Yodel Ranch. I'm going to go see them soon. Boy, I wish I were May. So we have the option to give him a puppy or not, and of course we give him the puppy. Really? I can have a puppy? I'll ask Grandma if it's okay, and then go to Yodel Ranch. Yippee a puppy. Yes, so I definitely have always given the puppy to Stu. Now, I believe I'm right here. I think that Stu and Harris are your only options. Would have been nice if we could keep the puppy ourselves, but unfortunately that is not an option. And I'm kind of regretting it now, looking back, but what I should have done is spoke to everyone in the village and seen if there was alternate options in terms of, I don't think anyone else could have had the puppy, but I don't know if there'd have been other comments on, no, I can't have a puppy because of this, because of that. I don't know if that's programmed into the game. Now there's dogs barking outside, ironically, as we're talking about puppies. They're very, very loud, so you'll probably hear those. So they've named this puppy Yon. I assume that's how you pronounce that. So we have, of course, our dog Jack, we have little puppy Yon, we have Hannah, and then we have Stu's puppy, which I believe he names Tim. So again, I don't know if Harris names the puppy differently. I'm just not sure. There is also a surprise coming up in a future episode, actually. So in terms of dogs, they're the only dogs on the in the game, unless you count the wild dogs. Here we've come in to buy some some chicken feed, but unfortunately we've left it a little bit too late at 4 p.m, so we won't be able to get the chicken feed today. So yes, unless you count the wild dogs, which we haven't seen in this playthrough, those are the only dogs in the game. And I believed that there was one cat in the game. But you'll have to wait for a future episode to see when I discover that. So we've come upstairs in the poultry farm, just have a little look around, and there's something I miss here actually. Again, a little bit of a spoiler for a future episode, but in one of the future episodes I decided to take you around the entire village so we can see the upstairs of everybody's house and take more of an in-depth look at everything. So hopefully you enjoy that. But it turns out there is a pet I've missed in this game for all this time, all these years of playthroughs. So we'll get to that in a future episode. So there's going to be another speed up here while we cut the grass. We do also need to say hello to the horse. I'm going to ride the horse for a little bit and then get back to cutting the grass. I don't know if we'll get all the grass done. And we also have a lot more grass to plant as well, of course. So our little character is getting very tired here. And with that, we are going to stop for the night. It's 9:20, so let's get in. We are going to move the pineapple seeds, of course. We do have 8 bags of grass left. We definitely need more than that. But for now, we are going to leave that, of course, because we're too tired. So, today we're watching Star One Sports. Let's see. Sports battle, volleyball versus dodgeball. No matter how hard the spike, the ball kept hitting and going out in the outfield. And on the returns, if a player didn't hit someone with the ball, then the ball went out in the outfield again. In the end, dodgeball won out, though volleyball did a good job. Can you play them both simultaneously? I have no idea. Is that what that was implying? I've got no clue. I've never played volleyball. I have played dodgeball, though. So we've shut the dog in the door by accident. Let's say goodnight to Potpourri. And with that, let's move swiftly on to day 26. I'm so sorry, my voice keeps going during this part. I'm not entirely sure why. So we're on day 26 now, of course. Let's say good morning. This game is definitely a product of its time, of course. It's over 20 years old now, which I don't want to think about. It might even be a lot older than that, actually. One thing that I wish they had have done is implemented more dialogue. But it is what it is. So it is going to be raining tomorrow, which is good for us. That means we don't have to water the crops. So one of our main jobs is making sure we get the horse into the stable, of course. We have the Lone Harvest Sprite, bless him, coming to help us. I'm not sure if any crops have grown in today, but we are going to head into the barn. And that's wonderful. So the sheep's fur has grown in. Again, I'm not sure if you call it fur. Wool. The sheep's wool has grown in. But unfortunately, we don't have the yarn maker just yet. So this will just be shipped as normal. And as I've said in this series many, many times, it's unfortunate because I really do think the sheep look cuter with the wool. And again, at risk of repeating myself, it is imperative that we get more animals in the barn. So we're going to go ahead and turn this into cheese. Are we going to ship it today? Yes, we did ship it yesterday as well. I do think we need some more cheese in the fridge for some recipes, but we'll see when we get there. Imagine how full this is going to be. Oh, we just dropped one there. Imagine how full this is going to be with a full barn of, I believe, 10 sheep and 10 cows. So let's head out. And it looks like no crops have grown, no. Of course, we don't have the hothouse just yet. So let's head into another speed up while we sort out the chickens. It's really sad that we're not going to see another chick in this game. There are ways to get more chicks. Well, not more, but you can trade animals and sell animals. So I could sell a chicken if I wanted to, but I absolutely do not want to do that. There is a slight, like I say, trading portion in this game, which is called exchange animals. I think we've spoken about it briefly, but it's not something that you're going to see during this playthrough. Perhaps I'll do a bonus video at the end, but we're talking sometime next year, I would say. If I mean, it could be longer than that, I don't know. But perhaps we'll do a bonus video going through all of the sort of features that I didn't end up seeing in my first 3 years. As an example, there is one event in year 4, I believe, and we're not going to cover year 4. So there is the possibility for one final bonus episode when the series ends, but that is a long, long way away, so we don't really need to be discussing that now. Suffice to say, there is an exchange animals option, but we're not doing it in this playthrough. I think it's so mean. I don't want to get rid of any of my animals. So we'll just say a quick hello to Anne. Of course, let's talk a little nefariously. You can also kill your animals in this game. So you can hit them with an axe or a hammer, and you can indeed kill your animals. If you keep them sick as well, if they get sick, and you do not fix them with medicine, they can die. That is hopefully, fingers crossed, something we're not going to see in this playthrough. I am certainly not going to be going around whacking the animals in any event. So we have another speed up here. And we're going to just check some stats as well. Like I say, we definitely need some chicken feed. But let's go ahead and water for now. So rest assured, you will not see any animal abuse in this playthrough. But it can be done, let's just say that. So that's everything watered. Lovely. And with that, we're going to head off the farm. Once again, it is very, very windy outside, so if you can hear that, I do apologise. So we're going to go and check in with the new puppy. Of course, like I say, we gave it to Stu. And yes, it is Tim. Tim is the name. They definitely look more like our dog than Hannah, so I guess our male dog has the more dominant genes. So what are we going to buy in the shop today then? Because we do need to buy chicken feed. We're going to go ahead and buy some flour. So I'm assuming it may be a Harvest Sprite's birthday. And that's it. We're just going to get the flour. So yes, I think it's a Harvest Sprite's birthday today. Just seeing if Stu has anything new to say. May. They do not. And we are going to be giving the birthday present to Aqua. I believe it's Aqua's birthday today. The light blue. It is indeed. And he says, "Thank you, Budum. Today's my birthday, you know." I do know. So with that, let's head out. And we need to get to the poultry farm, because we definitely need chicken feed. So hopefully that is the next thing I do. And yes, in we go. Let's grab some chicken feed. And I have a feeling we're going to be grabbing quite a lot. So we currently have 49 feed. So we'll see if I do this, because obviously this is my past self. I would probably buy 1 chicken feed here, making it 50. And then go from there. So is that what I end up doing? No, I buy 2. So making it 51. Okay. So I must have had a plan. Okay, so we currently have 51 chicken feed. Let's see what else we're going to do. So we're going to get 99. Okay, I can see that we're going to use a lot of money here. Is that it? Nope. We're going to go for another 99 while we've got the money. Okay. Oh, are we getting some more? We're getting 1. Okay. Nope. Nope, yep, that's all we're doing. So we should have plenty of chicken feed now to see us through a little while. Let's have a look. Yep, we now have 250 chicken feed. So past me did know what she was doing because future me, current me, could not keep up with that maths. It wasn't even that hard, was it? So back on the farm. So we've done all our jobs for the day. We do still need to get the horse into the stable though. So what are we going to do? I think we're probably going to, what's the word I'm trying to use? Sow that grass. I can't think of the word. And Potpourri says, you must think my cooking is delicious the way you eat, all in one bite. I mean, I haven't seen any evidence that we've actually tried your cooking, Potpourri, to be honest. So we're going to play with the dog for a little while. Unfortunately, he did get stuck there. Again, we are trying to, well, you saw how the festival went, the dog race. We are trying to get him all prepped up for the dog race. Obviously, he should be outside, but I don't want to. I don't want him to get hurt. As I've said before, I do not advocate keeping all of your animals indoors at all times, although I must admit my rabbit is a fully indoor rabbit. I think it's a little bit different with rabbits. I personally don't like. This is just my personal opinion, don't you worry about that, but I personally don't like rabbits being outside in hutches. So we're doing a speed up here. I think in other countries it's more common, but I think in England, like, our weather is horrendous, and I just feel for the poor rabbits that are freezing out in the cold. So that's just my personal opinion. Like I say, if you do differently, then you do you, of course, but my rabbit is personally a fully indoor rabbit. Now, I don't advocate for dogs being kept indoors forever. We do need to grab the horse, actually, and put him in the stable. But to me, animals are family. You know, pets, they're family. So, again, I could not have an outdoor dog either, personally. That's just me. That's just me. I you know, I don't want to offend anybody. That is just purely my opinion. At the same time, you must take your dog for a walk, which is something we don't do with our dog in this game, bless him. So all that big rant to say, I've said this before, don't watch what I'm doing in this game and leave your dog in the house forever. But it's a video game, so it's fine. So we've done a bit of fence work, and we've put the grass out. I don't think we've put all of it out. We've got Mechabot Ultra again. I have no idea if this is repeats or not. We're on episode 19. I haven't been keeping up with it at all, so I have no idea if this is a repeat or not, like I've said. Now, cats. Here we go. Cats are a bit different. I've never had a cat. I mean, that's not strictly true. My family cat died when I was about 3, I would say. But apart from that, I have had experience with other people's cats, but I've never actually had a cat of my own. So the debate on whether you should have an indoor or outdoor cat isn't something that I have dealt with yet. However, I do think if I got a cat in the future, they'd probably be indoors as well. And here we get a funny glitch. So Potpourri is supposed to be in bed asleep, but the game is acting as if she's walking around while she's asleep. So this is one of the funniest glitches I've ever seen. And ironically, it's probably the only time you'll see her in a different outfit, even though we can only see half of her. Never seen that glitch before. I find that quite funny. So we're moving on to our final day of this episode, which is day 27. Let's see what we end up getting up to today. Of course, it is raining today, so we have lost our ambient soundtrack. I'm going to be playing ball with the dog a little bit. I feel like there is definitely improvement here. So fingers crossed we do better for the dog race this year. So it's going to be sunny tomorrow. So we just have one day of rain, which, as I say, will definitely help us today. I don't know what we have planned. Now, have any of the crops grown in? We have a poor harvest sprite here for no reason, bless him, because it's raining, so we don't need him for watering. So it looks like this time we're going to head straight into the chicken coop, and I don't think we have any crops yet. So another speed up here. And it looks like we're keeping 3 eggs. Interesting. So do we need one for a birthday perhaps? Are we putting them in the fridge? I'm not sure. But it looks like we are going to be keeping 3 eggs today. We can't give one to the harvest goddess, of course, because it's raining. So what are we doing with those 3 eggs? Let's find out. I'm assuming we're putting them in the fridge for cooking. I've already mentioned my feelings on eggs in a fridge. So yes, like I've said, next Saturday's episode will be the final episode of spring. 28, 29, 30, yeah, that's right. And then we'll be moving on to summer. Hopefully, I would say actually definitely, in next episode our hothouse will be made as well. Built. So made, built. So it looks like there's nothing to harvest today. So I assume it's going to be quite a quick day. I don't know what else we need to do. But let's head into the barn. And everybody's sort of congregating near the door today. That's fun. So I wonder if we're going to be keeping the cheese today, if we're doing a spot of cooking with the eggs. Eggs and cheese, quite a nice combination really. I do like a good omelette. Every episode I'm talking about food, me. But I do love food, you know, I do. Well, I don't love all food. So we're doing this very carefully because we don't want to drop our eggs and break them. And we're not turning it into cheese, surprisingly. We're leaving it as milk. Wow, it's really windy out there. So let's say hello to the horse. Unfortunately, Binky, you will be staying in here today. And it looks like we're going to be sorting out the grass. So another speed up here while we sort the grass out. And again, for what I have planned, we definitely need more than 8 packets of seeds. I don't know how many seeds we have left, actually. But what we're aiming to do is get grass all the way up to that fence that I put there earlier. So with that, we've planted all the grass. We're doing a stat check. Well, that was a very quick stat check, and we're heading out. So I think we had about 10,000 Gs there. So are we going to the shop? I don't necessarily know what we need. We might be going to buy more grass, seeds. Oh, and my television just booted up, so you might have heard that as well. It does that sometimes, you know. Just boots up. So what are we getting? Like I say, I'm assuming we're getting more grass seeds. We have 10,515 Gs. I wouldn't suggest spending it all, because we do need more pineapple seeds. So, wow. Sorry, the wind is so loud. I hate it. I don't like windy weather at all. I get frightened. I know it's an irrational fear, but I do get frightened. Oh, this is a lot of grass. So we're getting how many? 16 units for 8,000. Oh, I'm not sure I'd have done that. That stings. We do need it eventually, but I'm not sure I'd have got it all in one go. Oh. And with that, we are going to head to the inn as well. So I'm assuming we're getting pineapple seeds as well. So yeah, I don't know if it's so much an irrational phobia, but I think it is based on where we live. Because we don't have, like, you know, hurricanes, tornadoes, anything like that. Not really. So I suppose it's more of a fear in the areas that are hit with hurricanes and tornadoes quite often. But yeah, I don't like windy weather. And oh, we're getting 2 units of pineapple seeds. And I don't like thunder either. It's weird, I don't really have a problem with lightning, which is the one that can hurt you. But I don't like thunder. So I have had to move rooms for this last part, so this last 5 minutes might sound a little bit odd. Oh my goodness, look at our money, 515 Gs, because we got all that blooming grass. I really don't think that was necessary. Yeah, so it might sound a little bit more echoey for the last 5 minutes or so. Might sound a little bit more echoey. That was a terrible joke, wasn't it? But with that, I'm guessing we're heading back to the farm. And I don't know what we're doing for the last part of this episode. Maybe we'll plant that grass, maybe we'll do some cooking, bit of both, I don't know. You'd think I would know, considering I'm the one playing the game. But as you guys know, I do pre-record, so by the time I'm editing this and doing the voiceover, I've forgot what I've blooming done. So it looks like we're heading into the house. And we're just stood here. No, we're off. Yep, so we're popping stuff into the refrigerator, and I guess we're going to be doing some cooking. I should make a debate at one point during this series, go through this refrigerator, and discuss what I would put in the fridge and what I wouldn't. That'll cause some controversy, won't it? And, oh, no, what are we doing? What's happening? Who knows? What's going on? Are we doing the grass? Are we not? Yep, we are. We're off back to do the grass. So there will, of course, be another speed up here. And again, we are going to need quite a lot of grass seeds for what I want to do. I'm just not sure I should have bought them all in one go. So you'll see where the fence ends. That's where I'm aiming to get all of the grass. I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest with you. It's just something I've always done. I feel like having all the crops on the farm, having the entire farm be crops, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's manageable. So here I realise I need my hammer to sort out this fence, but I just don't think it would be manageable to have the whole farm as crops, so that's why I put a lot of grass there. So it's 6:30 at night. We've not done all the grass because we're getting a bit tired. We are going to do a bit of cooking, I thought we would, so this is going to be a speed up as well, of course. Let's see what we end up making. This is going to be an apple pie, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yes, apple pie. Thing is, I'd be fuming if I was cooking one slice. Who cooks one slice? And with that, I believe what we're doing, we're looking for the dog. There he is. And what's on the telly today? Because I think we're wrapping up. Oh, it's What's Your Passion? Let's see. These are weird, these episodes. So, what's happening here today? Let's read a letter. Hello, I'm hooked on writing letters. It seems like everybody's writing email these days. Well, yeah. I used to collect autographs through the mail. I don't so much do that anymore. And I felt like at one point I was the only person writing letters as well. It's not really a thing anymore, is it? But I do enjoy a good handwritten letter. Anyway, with that, I am going to wrap up the episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying these. I, of course, am still enjoying making them. Like I say, is going to be the final episode of Spring Year 2 next week. And then we're going to be moving on to summer. So thank you very much for watching. It really does mean the world to me, as always. Let's let's head to bed. And until next time, bye Embers.